What up, 3 times YouTube? You already know it's your G King Shoe, man. Back at it. In this video right here, I want to give y'all just a little example of some common mistakes and some mistakes that I made and some mistakes that my classmates made, which made us either fail the MVA exam or possibly could have failed the MVA exam, or just tips just to help you pass the MVA exam. You understand what I'm saying? The reason I'm saying it like that because I didn't pass yet, but I can tell you some of the things that will prevent you from passing. Now, if you're not familiar with the MVA exam, and depending on where you're from, it's either called MVA or DMV, but basically we're talking about motor vehicle. But anyway, the CDL exam consists of 3 parts in Baltimore, Maryland, or in Maryland. But I live in Baltimore. It consists of your pre-trip. It consists of your 3 maneuvers, which is straight line backing, offset parking, and parallel parking. That's your 3 maneuvers. And it also consists of, driving on the road. Now, my personal experience, I failed the parallel parking on one test date, and I failed the road test on another test date. But now I'm gonna start with pre-trip on some common mistakes that a lot of people make. Now, when you're doing your pre-trip, a lot of people must make the mistake of we're not gonna get it 100%. It's just not possible all the time. Some people might, but you could afford certain points. But the thing that you can't afford to lose any points on is your air brake test. Your air brake test. If you're doing your air brake test, you have to complete that whole section. If I'm not mistaken, go check out Mr. Sinister channel. He actually did your air brake leak test a while ago. I think when he first started, he did it. And that was a helpful video for me. But basically, study your pre-trip. You can't get to your maneuvers or your road test without even passing your pre-trip. So study your pre-trip. When you're doing your air brake leak test, make sure your parking brakes pop all the way out. So when you fanning your brakes down to 30 psi, and if you're studying your pre-trip, you know what I'm talking about. If you fan it down to about 30 psi and you're waiting for your emergency brakes to pop out, don't look at your psi. Look at your actual your parking valves. The reason I'm saying that is because you may hear it pop out and think both popped out, and one valve might only pop out. So if one valve pop out and you conclude your pre-trip, that's a fail. I know somebody who did that. So just pay attention to both valves and make sure both of them pop out. If you pumping that shit to 0 and both of them ain't pop out, you keep pumping that shit until your leg fall off, and you look at the examiner like they crazy until they tell you to stop. Word, because you will fail. It's not your fault if the truck is not working right, but if you don't do what you're supposed to do, you will fail. Another thing, when you're doing your air brake leak testing, you want to assure that the combination vehicle don't lose no more than 4 psi within a minute. Make sure you hold that thing for a minute. You let the examiner tell you to stop. If your leg's shaking, you better let it shake. You better shake. You know what I mean? Just hold that shit. If you hear the release of the brake, it's over. You failed. And that's a lot of common mistakes with the in-cab part. You understand what I'm saying? That a lot of people fail on for the most part. I'm not going to go over the whole pre-trip and everything like that, but that's what a lot of people fail on. As far as the 3 maneuvers, if you can straight line back, you should be able to offset park. If you can offset park, you should be able to parallel park. Now, the difficulty is it's all about judgment and reference points. That way you can repeat the same process and the same results every time. Believe it or not, it's a science to this trucking thing. So just pay attention to your reference points. See where your tires are when you cut your wheel the first time. See where you lined up, where your trailer header board is lined up when you cut your wheels and things like that. See where your tires are when they're crossing the line, so you can repeat the same results. Where I failed. Oh, and understand the rules. Like I told you, it don't matter what it is. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse. Educate yourself. So what I did was, it's a thing called encroachment. if any part of your vehicle goes over the line, that's 2 points. If your tire touches the curb, we all know that's automatic fail. So in this particular instance, when I fell, I didn't hit the curb, but trying to prevent hitting the curb, I kept doing a lot of pull-ups. Me not understanding that encroachment every time I crossed the line was 2 points. I'm thinking once I parked the vehicle in any part of my trailer or truck, tractor was over the line, I thought it was 2 points. No, it's any time you cross the line. So as I'm correcting my movements, it's 2 points, 1 point, 2 points, 1 point, 2 points, 1 point, until it added up to, I believe, either 12 or 13 points. And at that point, they stop you and you fail. That's what happened to me. So just keep that in mind. Try to prevent as many pull-ups as you can. If you, excuse me, y'all, if you can get in there with one swipe or one move or two moves, do that. And just get in there and pull the parking brakes, hit your horn, and get it done. Don't try to perfect it. You'll mess yourself up. That's another common mistake. Also, another common mistake with your maneuvers is your mirrors. Make sure your mirrors are properly adjusted to you. If you did your pre-trip properly, you would have did that already. But if you didn't, it matters. They're not telling us to do this for no reason. Like, these things matter. So you straight line back, and then you wondering why you can't keep the vehicle straight is because your mirrors are off. So your judgment gonna be off. You know what I'm saying? So that's just another little small detail. Now the road test. Listen, when you on that road, pay attention to everything. Like I told you, this is the last time I'm gonna say it, ignorance of the law is not an excuse. It's things called dangerous acts. The reason I failed my road test because they said I ran a red light. In my opinion, I didn't run a red light, but I'm not gonna argue. So she said I ran a red light, which is a dangerous act. That's automatic failure. If you driving and you pass a pedestrian walkway where they walk across the street, like maybe at a school or something like that, and you see people waiting, you obligated to stop. You stop and let them walk past. Another common mistake: if you have your CDL permit in Maryland, and in New York, you can't do this at all. I'm from New York. You can't make right turns on red, but in Maryland, you can make a right turn on red. But if you're a CDL Class A permit carrier, you can't make that right. I think you can do it with your driver's license, and I'll correct that, so we can be sure in a later video. But I know for sure when you have your permit, do not make a right on red. That will be running a red light. Also, don't block any fire stations. That's also a dangerous act. If it's a case of emergency, remember you have 53 feet of trailer. If you pull up to the light and you feel like your trailer is going to block the fire station, then stop before the fire station. You understand what I'm saying? It's just little things like that, man. And last thing, the list can go on, but these are things that I can remember as of right now. It's a thing called a stale light and a fresh light. We talking about the traffic light. When you come to a traffic light and you because a lot of people got problems with downshifting. So this is how you either prevent it or make yourself where you can do less downshifts or avoid that, altogether. But anyway, when you come to a light and you pay attention to traffic and you pay attention to that light, if you feel like the light been red for a while, go ahead and downshift. That's called a stale light. It means it's been red for a while or green for a while. So if it's been red for a while, downshift because it's about to turn green again. So prepare, downshift because you're going to have to keep moving. If it's green for a while, prepare to stop. So don't slow down. Maybe downshift and prepare to stop. Now, if you have a fresh light, it's vice versa. If you have a fresh red light, don't worry about downshifting. Just go ahead and come to a stop, but don't free wheel. Free wheel over a certain amount of distance is automatic failure too. And what free wheeling is when you either you out of gear in neutral and you ride the brakes all the way till you stop. You can't do that. And another thing you can't do is have it in gear and hold your foot all the way on the clutch and let it roll up to the light and then stop. This is called freewheeling. You can't do that. So what you have to do is you have to hold your brakes first, and then when you feel it go below, when the tach drops to a certain point, and you feel about to stall out, then you go ahead and push your clutch in, and that's you can avoid the downshifting at that point. Now, if it just turned green, you already know you're ready to go. So that's little examples of things that can mess you up or catch you off guard. But just pay attention to detail. Pay attention to your signs. Don't make a wrong turn where trucks can't make a turn. That's automatic failure. Don't hit a curb. Automatic failure. Don't exceed the speed limit. Pay attention to your speed limit signs. It may tell you speed reduces, speed increases. Pay attention to that. Because if you doing 35 in the 50 and holding up traffic, guess what? Dangerous act. You might fail. So, just little things like that, man. I just want to keep y'all on point, because these are things that I'm learning as I go. Like I said, man, learn as I learn, grow as I grow. Learn from my mistakes. I'm gonna try to learn from the mistakes of others. And hopefully on my next test date, I'm gonna be successful. Like I told y'all, once I get this green card, I'm changing my I'm not even gonna change my name, but I'm gonna go ahead and hop back on Instagram and Facebook. So we're gonna have that in the link and everything, and we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna be successful together, man. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? And these videos help me. This industry is helping me so far. I didn't complete my goal yet, but I'm getting there. A river. One of my favorite sayings is, "A river don't cut through a mountain by force. It cuts through the mountain with persistence." You know what I'm saying? And in a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So like anything worth having comes with hard work. You understand what I'm saying? So what I mean? I'm gonna get it. We gonna get it, man. And if you in school, you thinking about going to school, man. You in the Baltimore area, check out North America, man. They hold it down. And if you thinking about getting in this industry, you don't know, don't be scared, man. Get out here. Get out here. See the world, man. I'm ready to get out of here, man. I'm ready to see the world. I'm ready to get this money. You feel me? I'm from Harlem, baby. Can't be short paper, you hear me? Yeah. But I enjoy y'all, man. I enjoy the whole experience and everything, man. But go ahead and like, subscribe, leave your comments. I got other videos too, man. Check out some of my other videos if you enjoyed this one. It's your G King Shoe. And like I told y'all, man, I'm be back in a minute. You know what I'm saying? And I will have that green card. So, it's the morning time. Go ahead. It's a rainy day. Get you some breakfast, some nourishment. Think positive. Think productive. And let's get it, man. Hotep. Peace.